Well, hello and welcome to this edition of the EV Revolution Show. My name is Kenneth Bokor, your host for this episode. Hope everybody's staying safe and doing okay. Let me get to some of the top stories that I followed for the last week. Now, this next story concerns the Ford Mustang Mach-E. How far can the Ford Mustang Mach-E go on a highway trip at 70 miles an hour? Well, apparently just as far as the EPA ratings suggest at face value, and it seems based on some testing that was done in the US. The Mach-E is the first electric SUV not from Tesla to reach an EPA-rated range of up to 300 miles. And in the Mach-E Premium 4X form that was tested, the official range is 270 miles. A Green Car Reports article stated that the Mach-E was driven at 70 miles an hour, which is about 112 kilometers per hour, during a cool 45 degrees Fahrenheit, 7 degrees Celsius, and wet day, and the driver used the climate control to keep the interior warm. Based on the data provided, the Mach-E did the projected range of 219 miles or 352 kilometers. Now you can check out the Green Car Reports website to see more details explained in this article, but the point is that it was right in line with EPA estimates. So it seems that Ford has done quite well in designing and engineering the Mach-E with efficiencies, as well as the other standard all-electric traits. That's great to see more capable all-electrics handling the needs for longer distance driving. Now, sticking with OEMs, talk about Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz cars more than tripled its sales of electric cars and plug-in hybrids in 2020. Everybody knows that it was a good year last year when it comes to EVs. More than 160,000 plug-in hybrids and fully electric vehicles were sold worldwide, which is up 228%. The share of EVs within Mercedes-Benz product offerings rose to 7.5%, which is up from 2% in 2019. 30% of plug-in sales, which were just almost 49,000 units, were battery electric and were comprised of the EQCs, the EQVs, and the Smart EQs. According to Daimler CEO Ola Källenius, the plan to achieve CO2 targets in Europe has been a success, and 2021 is to represent the continuation of rapidly progressing electrification, and based on the new EVA platform, the EQS, the EQE are to be presented, plus the compact EQA and EQB. Moreover, Mercedes is talking about ideas here, so whether these four models mentioned will also go on sale or even be delivered this year has not been confirmed. The target is a 13% xEV share of the total market. Switch gears to Rivian. Now, their Amazon delivery van has been spotted in Los Angeles, and as part of their plan, of course, to convert their entire delivery fleet to 100% renewable energy by 2030, Amazon announced last year that it was purchasing about 100,000 electric delivery vans from Rivian. A prototype of the van was later unveiled in October of last year. Now, recently spotted in Los Angeles, the Amazon Rivian delivery van was being driven by a manager from Amazon who was accompanied by a Rivian engineer. Not many technical specifications of the van have been released, other than its front-wheel drive, and it seemed to have enough range to complete a typical delivery route. It also has quite a loud pedestrian warning system that plays a sound at low speeds, which of course it's needed as it drives around suburbs delivering packages. Great to see some deliveries of this van happening now for Rivian as they contribute to revenues for the company, which should help in starting deliveries of their R1T electric pickup truck and R1S electric SUV later this year. Now, Renault came out and announced their updated strategic plan for 2025, and they of course Renault Group is of France. They did a presentation of their updated, what they call their strategic plan for the next 5 years and beyond, and they named it Renaulution. They provided background info on past sales and company figures, including profitability, along with changes to the company that the company wants to make moving forward. It's a pretty long presentation, but from an EV perspective, here is the information that I could extract from this presentation that was done. Seems that 80% of Groupe Renault volumes will be on 3 alliance platforms, covering segments from B to D with all powertrains. The CMF-B and the B/EV, the ICE EV and modular hybrid platform, which they plan on ramping up to be about 3 million units per year by 2025. They also have the CMF-CD platform, which is their traditional ICE-V platform, and they expect about 3 million units per year on that platform by mid-decade. And the CMF EV platform, the all-electric platform, they've targeted about 700,000 units a year volume by 2025. Now, they are also increasing their partnerships with Google for AI and connected services, and Nissan for access to more technologies and increasing market pull in the Asia-Pac, specifically China. The bulk of their EVs will come from the Renault and Alpine brands. Now, the Renault brand estimates 30% of its sales to be battery electric vehicles, and 35% will be hybrid electric and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. And about 50% of new launches are all electric, with over 40% of the company's profit margin coming from EV sales. Remember that. Now, Groupe Renault has a huge global market presence, folks, that they will maintain. They want to actually strengthen that and focus on achieving profitability across all the markets. Now, not many electrification plans that I could see are coming from the Lada and Dacia brands. However, I wanted to point out that these sale numbers, as you can see for 2020, even their lowest selling vehicle, the Lada Vesta, sold 500,000 units. Now remember, Tesla achieved record sales in 2020 with the same number. So when I hear people always talk about Tesla and their leadership, you need to keep in mind the potential of other OEMs or the other automakers out there. Yes, it's true that Tesla is the EV leader globally, but these others are selling massive amounts of vehicles per year. And when they shift to electrification, that will be huge numbers that could dwarf Tesla. Now, it seems like just one Dacia vehicle, how you pronounce it, will be electrified via the E-Tech, a plug-in hybrid electric technology powertrain. Now, the Alpine brand will combine Alpine cars, Renault sport cars, and Renault sport racing into a fully fledged new lean and smart entity dedicated to developing exclusive and innovative sports cars. Out of that, they will have a 100% electric product, leveraging the Groupe Renault's CMF-B and CMF-EV platforms. And they will also develop a next-generation EV sports car in partnership with Lotus. So to summarize, Groupe Renault has a decent plan when it comes to electrification. They plan on achieving EV profitability that is even better than current ICE-V margins by 2025. Folks, this is the first time that I've heard an OEM mention this achievement, which is a pretty big step into driving down EV costs and achieving cost parity versus internal combustion vehicles sooner than later. They will launch more than 10 EVs by mid-decade and produce over 1 million EVs per year by 2025. So this is all great news for Renault Group, and as they continue the EV momentum, and I'll certainly keep watching their progress. And my final story today is about Sono Motors. Remember, I've been following these guys for quite a number of years now. It was even out in Germany in 2018, did a review. Now, they streamed a live presentation earlier this week showing the updated Scion prototype and talking about the status of the company. The Scion is a 5-door hatchback, all-electric car with a 35 kilowatt-hour battery pack providing a WLTP range of up to 255 kilometers or about 158 miles. Now, the unique feature, if you're not aware of it, of this vehicle is the exterior solar charging, as it contains 248 solar cells that have been integrated into the body of the car. Now, Sono Motors claims that in the course of a full day of sunlight, these cells can charge the vehicle and add up to about 35 additional kilometers, or about 22 miles of range. Not bad, I say. Listen, can an ICE vehicle add a gallon of gasoline to the tank while it's parked in your driveway or garage? So it doesn't sound like much, folks, but for many, this can fit into their daily use case as they run around town doing chores. The Scion also offers DC fast charging up to 50 kilowatt hours, supporting bidirectional charging, so you can charge another Scion with your Scion or another electric vehicle perhaps. The vehicle is available for pre-order now via the Sono Motors website, has been for quite some time. Now you need to put a down payment of 500 euros with your reservation. The purchase price is well in line for the mass market at 25,500 euros, and that includes German VAT, with deliveries scheduled within the EU first, sometime in 2022. The vehicles will be built at a plant in Trollhättan, Sweden. I like the look of this improved prototype with the solar panels giving the car a kind of wrapped look. It does look pretty good. So my continued best of luck to Sono Motors, and I can watch their progress, and hopefully they'll make it the timelines that they said they would. All right, folks, and that's it for this edition of the EV Revolution Show. Hope you enjoyed those stories. Thank you very much for watching on YouTube. If you're not subscribing, please do. It would help a lot. Tell others about my channel as well. Please always enjoy comments. If you want to like it, go ahead, put some comments in there. I try to answer each and every one of them. Also, always humbled by my Patreon supporters and those that help me out. I appreciate it. Hoping at some point this year we'll be able to get out and do more stuff, car reviews, all that stuff. But right now here in Ontario, we're under a do not leave your home order, basically a stay-at-home order. We're only allowed to go out if we're essential workers or for groceries. So it's the next 3 weeks. I'll probably be able to do a couple more shows between that since I'm home. But anyway, big thanks for Patreon. Of course, everybody stay safe. We are getting through the toughest times now of this pandemic. Things will get better. Let's just hang in there and follow public health guidelines, please. Continue watching the EV marketplaces, all kinds of stuff going on. And remember, stay objective, folks. When you talk to people, there's all kinds of brands, all kinds of activity happening in the EV marketplace. So please have an open mind on everything and be objective when you're talking to them. And I think that's it for my show as I look around for any other notes. So everybody, again, stay safe. And until the next show, I'll see you when I see you. Take care and bye-bye.